Hey there, curious gamers, Zacharoni here, and it's been 6 months since I did a video where I talked about the games I played behind my channel in a simple and quick opinion one by one. Now I'm at it again with a few games I've been playing behind my channel, and I'd like to share my opinions with you quick and simple one by one. And sadly, this is going to be the last of these videos on the channel, because I just released a short video on my first impressions of Bayonetta 3, and from now on, I'm going to be making more of these types of videos in the future. Just to let you know, I'm playing them, but it's not worth recording my full experience with them, and it saved me the trouble of writing a full-length script with them. So, let's get started for the last time, shall we? Cuphead Delicious Last Course. The big new addition to this Cuphead DLC, which if you look carefully spells Delicious Last Course, is Miss Chalice, the cheerful chalice for a head who can double jump for more traversal and her parrying it tied to dashing. On the downside though, she is only playable if you equip the cookie in the charms menu, but that didn't matter because I find her more fun to play than Cuphead and Mugman. Another new addition is the King's Leap Castle, which replaces the run and gun levels that are found in the regular game, and instead you are presented with bosses that require you to use the parry move instead of using your main attack. And while they are still challenging, they are not that punishing than the main bosses, which is a nice change of pace from the standard run and gun levels in the main game. Finally, the big bad was pretty obvious, but it was still a blast to take down, particularly of how it utilized stage changes the most. Unfortunately, the DLC only had 6 bosses in total, which is a short experience, but it's actually a sweet sensation to this now put the rest franchise from a developer who risked everything when they started this. Multiverses. Now, I was a little skeptical on this one, given that it's Smash Bros. With Warner Bros. Property characters from Looney Tunes, DC Universe, and, hopefully they'll give them the attention they deserve, Cartoon Network. But the one element that they were focusing on is team play, where each character can give their teammates buffs, protect them from attacks, and even recover them from near-death experience. And when I finally got my hands on it before the alpha would release, I was having a blast with this game, with characters that never expect to be fun to play, like Hot Cocoa obsessed Velma, who can supply buffs to characters and have moves that can be effective. Though while the microtransactions are pretty hit and miss, like unlocking characters with coins that can take a while to save up, the other modes are not that interesting, given that the free-for-all and one-on-one matches aren't designed for this type of game. But it could improve in 2023, and I'm hoping for more characters that are from Cartoon Network rather than adding in Looney Tunes or DC characters. Cult of the Lamb. After playing the demo for Cult of the Lamb on PC, I decided to get this game on the Switch because I find the simulation genre a perfect fit for the platform. But the first moment I booted up the game, something was not right with this version. The frame rate was lower than the PC build, and it featured slowdown, which was a little difficult at times to concentrate when in battle. Luckily, there was a patch near the end of September, and things was running smoothly again, with a few hiccups though. But beside from that, I had a good time with this game. From giving my followers names based on my friends and family, and sometimes I sacrifice them for my benefit needs, sorry about that. And also what path to take to get resources for my cult that ends with some pretty intense boss fights that are more creative than the standard enemies I face against. Even if the character combat animation is a little difficult to know if your attacks are gonna land, given that there are only 2 types of animation for this. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The LEGO series is known for its sense of humor, and the same holds true with LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, which featured all 9 episodes of the film series, but while the story of all 9 films is left untouched, they keep the game moving at a quick pace, even if I know the outcome of each of these films. As for the gameplay, well, it's unchanged from past titles with a special combo meter, despite on what actions you made your character do. Though the one element that keep me playing is going into free roaming mode and finding special bricks for 100% completion, even though I haven't done that yet. In fact, I haven't completed the new trilogy yet, which I think is the weakest set of films in the series, depending how you look at it. But overall, it's a great compilation of 9 campaigns in one game, even if each one of them is a short experience. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. The first Mario plus Rabbids was an original classic that all of us weren't expecting to like, but there were a couple of nitpicks that stopped it from being a spectacular experience. Luckily, in Sparks of Hope, they are all corrected. Like the weapons each character has no longer required you to keep spending coins to get an upgraded version with a separate ability. Instead, each one is tied to a character that can increase its attack power, and elements are tied to sparks where you can equip 2 for one character. And I like the ability to move characters freely instead of moving a character to one spot and then regretting making that decision, which makes for some fun scenarios like escorting bombs to blow up a dam to proceed through the game. I also like that rabbits have voices with funny personalities when in or outside of battle. Though for some reason, only Beepo and Genie are given voice lines in conversations that are enjoyable, but I think more characters should have been given voice roles as well. Plus, the final finale, which I'll not give too much away, was satisfying, but a little mandatory given that you are working with what the mission set for you, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I was impressed that they improved from the original, though my big downside is that the third time might not be the charm if that ever happens. So yeah, those are the games I've been playing behind my channel, and if they are not believable, well, I don't blame you. This is why I'm moving on to short videos to explain my opinions rather than do this really. So check back with me later for more Let's Play action here at Live and Let Gaming. See ya, gaming loungers!